Hello Scorpio, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that you've enjoyed the last 2 weeks of September. This reading is for the final 2 weeks of September, bringing us to October. We're going to start off with general messages and energies using the Osho Zen Tarot. We'll follow that by looking into the crystal and seeing if there are any further messages for you. And then we'll conclude the reading looking at Shadowscapes Tarot for love and romance. So let's get started here. This is for Scorpio, general messages and energies for the next 2 weeks of September. For Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know? For Scorpio. Okay, your overall energy. You're coming in here with the 5 of Wands. This is totality. We've also got the 8 of Wands, traveling. We have the Devil, conditioning. We have new vision, which is the Hanged Man. And we have the Ace of Wands, the source. Okay. So this energy, the 5 of Wands, this is about trusting someone else. Trusting that someone is going to be there for you. It can be a very scary energy because it's trusting in such a way, on such a deep level that there's quite a lot at stake. There's a lot on the line if that person were to let you down, but it's having that faith that they are going to be there for you. So that's kind of the overall theme here is trust, and it can be definitely about trusting in yourself, but there's certainly someone else in the picture that you also need to have trust and faith in. And it's really important. Now we've got traveling and we have the Devil. So, I mean, this could be a fairly straightforward message. If you have travel plans, just be really careful. Make sure that everything is in order. Make sure that your tickets have the right name on them. Make sure that your times for transfer are all matched up, that kind of thing. Maybe look at the weather ahead of time and make sure that flights or something of that nature aren't going to be canceled. I mean, we certainly have a lot of weather things happening right now. So perhaps that's going to be an issue for you. For others of you, this 8 of Wands is talking about communication and messages that you are sending and receiving with someone else. Now, being that the highlight for the next 2 weeks is about trusting someone else, this could be you struggling with that. Now we have the Devil. So perhaps you have reason to doubt this person, and that's why it's so challenging for you. Perhaps they have demonstrated in the past that they're not always there for you, that they could let you down, and that's why it's difficult, because when it comes down to it, you're in this position where you need to trust them and have faith in them, and you're not sure if you can. Now, communicating, talking about that is going to be really important. Being fairly clear and straightforward, even blunt, not to the point where you're being too in your face about it, but being very direct with communication is going to be important to allow yourself to feel at ease, so that you're not in a place where you have no other choice. but to feel trapped. So you want to get yourself in a position through this communication where you feel a little bit more at ease and free. Let that tension kind of dissolve by resolving that issue between the two of you. Now we have new vision. This is the Hanged Man. In this particular deck, this is a very empowering card. If we take a look at that, we can see how we're really preparing ourselves to reach forward into something that is quite great and wonderful. This can be about achieving a new perspective. Because we have the Devil, perhaps we have been trapped in a mind frame, trapped in a particular perspective where we aren't able to see the abundance of other scenarios or opportunities or the way that things could be. With new vision coming in, it is freeing us. We are able to push the boundaries. We're able to push those limits and really stretch out and expand. This is a very, very expansive energy. Now we have that paired with the Source. This is the Ace of Wands. This is a card of creation. This is a card of new life and new vision, really. I mean, we have new vision here, but it's coming in a really big way paired with this card here. This reminds me very much, and I'm sure you'll agree, of the Sun. It has that power and that intensity, and also kind of that beautiful optimism coming in as well. This is definitely a blessing coming your way. And you could also see this card almost as an eye, which again speaks to this new vision where we are seeing very clearly, and it's like our passion has been reignited. Maybe we have been very stale. This card, traditionally, the Hanged Man, is about stagnation. And with conditioning here, that's definitely an utter standstill where nothing is moving and we are absolutely trapped and powerless. But I see you really taking things into your own hands. Again, I'm going to emphasize that faith and trust, both in yourself and in other people, is going to be crucial to your ability to move forward in a very freeing way, with a lot of creativity. And it's like you're having this new outlook on life. You're putting behind all of these barriers and these burdens that have been weighing you down and holding you back. You may be physically removing yourself from a situation. Because we have traveling here, it may be necessary for you to relocate yourself. You know, this could be within the town or city that you currently reside. This could be changing jobs, that kind of thing. But there's a sense of a fresh new start. Some of you might be traveling a fairly significant distance to just kind of clear the slate and shake off those bonds that have really been restricting you. Some of you may have been struggling or may be currently struggling with the opinions of other people with this Devil card. It's almost like people have this, like they already have this opinion formed about you. You know, maybe something has happened and they're labeling you in this way. They're kind of putting you into that pigeonhole, and you're done with it. You know, you're like, I'm not that person anymore, or maybe I never was that person and I don't deserve this kind of reputation or stigma put against me. And you're going to take active steps to extricate yourself from those opinions. It's almost like you're reinventing yourself. And it's really coming in very positively and very promising and exciting for you. So I'm really happy about this, Scorpio. It looks It looks like it's going to be a really good process. Not necessarily incredibly easy. I mean, we do have the devil, and this energy can be challenging for a lot of people to navigate. It asks a lot. It's a very demanding energy, but it's definitely worth the work. So we'll take a look here into the crystal and see if there are any other messages for you in general for the next 2 weeks. This is for Scorpio. I do see that some of you may have felt it's coming up like you've been targeted, almost like you have a target painted on your back. And we kind of touched on that just now, with people perhaps already having this preconception of what you're all about, which is not accurate, and you don't identify with that anymore, and it's really starting to bother you that that's what's defining you, you know, other people's opinions. So it looks like you are trying to move out of that target zone. I am seeing wings. There's definitely the sense of you rising up above challenges and freeing yourself, you know, soaring above all of this. And settling down into an energy that is a lot more positive and uplifting and in line with who you truly are. And this is a fairly critical 2 weeks. Things are really coming to a point here. There may be a series of events that converge and kind of push you past that tipping point where you say, okay, that's enough. I'm done with that, and I'm going to move on here. It's time for me to do something. Fairly empowering energy coming in. I'm really happy that you have wings the next 2 weeks. So let's take a look for love and romance, Scorpio. Let's see what you've got coming in here. Love and romance for Scorpio. Now through the end of September. Love and romance for Scorpio. Yep, that's it. Okay. I do always pre-shuffle my cards. So this is going to be your overall energy. You've got the 5 of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Swords. This is the energy for your partner or potential partner, the person that you're thinking about as you're watching this. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. Now, even within your love life, it does look like you are cleaning house. You're saying a fairly, I mean, it's with love, but you are letting go of certain things. These can be different behavior patterns. These can be a way that you and your partner or potential partner interact that you don't feel is healthy and isn't serving the relationship. This is also about you shifting your focus. The 5 of Cups can be talking about focusing on things that are negative and forgetting that there is really so much positivity to look at and enjoy. But that is shifting. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and the wheel is turning upwards for you, where you are able to put the past behind you, let go of the things that you need to let go of, and you know what it is. I can see with this energy that you are already aware of what needs to be cast off and where you now need to put your focus. I do see you being very focused on your partner or potential partner. It's like you have suddenly refined your goals or your vision for what you want in your relationship with your partner. There is a certain degree of intensity here. With the Wheel of Fortune, this can be things happening quite quickly, a lot of developments occurring, especially if you are dating or in the early stages of a relationship, things happening fast. You may have recently left a relationship and are still in the process of kind of casting off that wound and moving forward, but things are really developing here for you. Now, your partner or potential partner, their overall energy is coming in as the Five of Pentacles. So let's talk about this, because this is kind of a troubling energy within a love reading. This can be talking about feeling lonely. It can be a little bit of heartbreak, feeling isolated or even rejected. So maybe this is something that you have contributed to, or maybe this is something that they're just dealing with on a personal level, and you simply need to be aware of that. For some of you, your partner is very focused on financial security. It's very, very important to them that they feel financially stable and secure. They may not feel that way right now. And maybe that's a big concern for them. It's weighing quite heavily on their mind, and it's affecting their ability to enjoy, the lighter things in life and to enjoy the little things within the relationship. They're coming in as well with the Page of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. I think their focus is definitely on getting to a place where they feel more secure. If you can help them in any way with this regard, they will really, really appreciate that. Even just talking about it, their plans for how are they going to get to that place, or if you are in a situation where you are have been together for a long time, maybe you live together or you're married, how are you as a team going to achieve that financial security and peace of mind together, because that's really their focus and their worry right now, and they're really hoping for and longing for financial freedom, where they don't have to worry about where the money's coming from. For those of you who are just getting to know this person or are recently dating this person, they are fairly, they appreciate their independence, but they definitely highly value their connection with you. They don't want to feel like there's a big division between the two of you. So this is the type of person, if there was a little conflict, they would really take it to heart, and it would upset them for quite a long time until a very significant resolution was achieved. So just be aware of that. a little bit more sensitive in nature. And you are, of course, a beautiful water sign, and I know that you are able to navigate that energy very well. You're very also sensitive and in touch with emotions, so you probably know that instinctively already. Your partner or potential may be a fellow water sign. They're coming in here with the Page of Cups. If not, they relate to you very well. The two of you get along quite well. Because they have that water element that they're connected to quite strongly. You, on the other hand, are coming in here as an air sign this month, which can cause a little bit of discord. Air and water, it can be tricky to navigate because air is, swords are fairly blunt and not as sensitive and caring and nurturing as a water sign is. So maybe just keep that in mind, and if you become aware that maybe you're acting out of character, come back into your natural water element and see how that helps to smooth things over a little bit with your communication and how you're relating to each other. So that is all the messages coming in here for you, Scorpio. So I will draw the reading to a close. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found the reading helpful, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you would like a private reading with me, you can find my email in the description box below. And I look forward to seeing you again in October for your next 2-week forecast. Take care of yourself until then.